Wow. Well, welcome. I'm sure a few people are stuck in traffic, but congratulations and thank you for making it on time, ahead of time. It is great to have you here. My name's Andy Lipkis. I am founder and president of TreePeople, and I am really, really, really excited for this day. So many of us have spent years or our lives working on the issues we're talking about from various perspectives. And today's about all sorts of things, but just to get the spiritual out of the way, it's kind of a new yoga. We're here to learn how to stand on our own shoulders. No, literally, we've all been doing this work, and we know there's a need for a breakthrough, and now's the time for the breakthrough. We all scratch our heads and wonder why the best that we have done, why the best that others have done doesn't become the way. And hopefully the outcome of today is going to be somehow that we're coming together in a whole new way to get a breakthrough. So we're not just scratching our heads anymore. But before I get into the program, I want to tell you about why we're here. I'm going to introduce a few people and we're going to get rolling. But why we made you come all this way through heavy traffic to this difficult to get to place has several reasons. One is that we are actually at the GPS crosshairs of Los Angeles. You know, when you say right in the center of a place, you usually say dead center. Well, you think of dead center of Los Angeles, most people actually think it's downtown. But the GPS crosshairs right in the center of LA City is about 500 yards over the hill. There's a brass plaque in the ground. So you're right there at the center. But we here in the room that you're in the space, in the park that you're in, has been set up to be a living example of what's possible, what we're talking about today. We built this place for today, literally. We're talking about integrating all kinds of aspects of infrastructure and urban life into a more sustainable, livable, inspiring package. So, yes, this is a LEED Platinum building, number 97 in the country. It was going to be number 2, but there were a lot of issues with codes and policy that had to be moved out of the way. And it took a while. But it's here. But even the parking lot that you parked in isn't just a parking lot. That parking lot harvests rainwater, cleans rainwater. If we built this place according to code right now, we would have been adding floodwater, polluted floodwater, to an already flooding Coldwater Canyon. But we didn't. No water leaves this site. All the water is captured in that parking lot. It goes through various kinds of biofilters and other kinds of filters and comes to a cistern, clean, right out there. So there's a 117,000-gallon tank, 3 feet off the edge of this, what's that? 250. Thank you. It was easier to say 250,000, but that wouldn't have been accurate. 217,000 gallons. Now, why is that important for today? Why am I excited to share this with you? Is that on, I think it was February 23rd, our mayor, Antonio Villaraigosa, took a very courageous step. He declared that LA was in a stage 3 drought emergency. Well, that wasn't courageous. Well, that was hard in and of itself, but it was raining that day. And we have the challenge, the one part of the paradox that we are confronting as a team, is that our people are short-term thinkers. So it was very dangerous to declare a drought in the middle of a rainstorm. To take that paradox a little further, that day it rained enough that our cistern finished filling. So that rainfall that day topped it off. We had 217,000 gallons in here. So the very day that the mayor was telling everybody we got to cut our water use way back to 2 days a week on irrigation, we were actually able to turn off the tap from DWP, thank you, we are water independent for the entire landscape on the top here for a year based on rainfall that we captured. So we flipped it. And it just, and that talks about hope. It talks about possibility, life, jobs, all kinds of stuff. So that's why we're here. And there's a whole teaching facility right next door.